Hey boot campers, welcome to day 2 of our boot camp, and I'm so excited to have you. I saw a ton of pod squads being created, and starting that conversation with one another is so important. So be sure, if you have not gotten into a pod squad yet, that you look back at boot camp day 1 and you plug yourself in and reach out to your pod. Okay, so also, if you haven't filled out the survey yet that I posted, please do that as well. I really would appreciate that, and that'll help me help you this whole month, okay? So today, day 2, is going to be a big one. This is about getting organized, okay? Sometimes people break out into a cold sweat when it comes to getting organized. And there are a few things that I have found that work really, really well for me when I actually do them. And I'm going to impart that today. Let's talk first about your time and where you're spending your time. We all have lives and families and jobs and school and tons of things going on in our life. So how do we make this business work for us, right? Well, the beauty of this business is that we get to choose when we do it. But the hardest thing about this business sometimes is that we get to choose when we do it, okay? So I'm really going to focus on how to create a disciplined strategy for yourself that's going to kind of take out the guesswork, so you just know what you should be doing, when you should be doing it, and how much time you really have to devote to your business, because that answer is going to be different for everyone. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing I want you to do is go to your laptop, open it up, and type in Google Calendar. Okay, you may already use Google Calendar, and that's really cool. That means you've already done like half of the action items for today. But if you don't use Google Calendar, we're going to start today. Okay, so go ahead, get to a computer, Google Calendar, and you're going to open up the, you may have to create, if you don't have a Gmail account, you may have to create one, but it's worth it, I promise you, and it's free. All right, so what this is going to do is it's going to show you all of the hours in the day, and what you can do at this point is I want you to do what's called calendar blocking. All right, so take some time today, sit down, and you want to first put in what you have to do, okay? Maybe you have an 8-to-5 job. Maybe you have whatever your obligations are throughout the day that you have, throughout the week and the month that you absolutely have to do. I want you to put those in. Like if you didn't do them, your life would pretty much fall apart. Okay, those are those things. Then I want you to think about what time in the morning you really want to wake up. Okay, because sometimes we do our best work in the mornings. Sometimes you might be a night owl, and that needs to be scheduled. You're going to be scheduling these items into your calendar. If you want to see how to do calendar blocking, I'm going to link a video from a YouTuber that I follow, and that's going to help teach you how to do it. I'm not going to show you kind of like the nuts and bolts of it, but just know that today is all about calendar blocking. And when you're done with the things that you have to do, then you want to start blocking, like what time do you want to wake up? That's going to bring you back to the day before. What time do you want to go to sleep? Okay, and you're going to be putting in those times in your calendar. It might seem anal or obsessive or whatever, like it might seem like really nitty gritty, but this is going to show you what pockets of time you have, whether it's 15 minutes here, 30 minutes there, or an hour or two in, during the weekend or whatever it is that you have available to you for your business. Okay, and don't forget to schedule in the priorities in your life, right? Like your family time, okay? So once you've done that, I want you to screenshot it, and you can post it below this post, that would create like a nice little thread, and we can all sort of compare, and that'll be fun. You can also, if you don't want to post it below, for whatever reason, just make sure you at least share it with your pod squad, because you guys are holding each other accountable. So that's going to show you your pockets of time that you have for your Posh business. Amazing, right? All right, so we're going to leave it at that for now. The next thing I want you to do is make sure that you have a paper calendar. Do you have a paper calendar? Most of us probably do, but do we really use it in the way that we should? I don't know. This is what I do with mine that is super helpful for the month. So what I like to do is I use this simply for booking, and I highlight the dates that I am willing to work. So if you don't do this, this is going to be your next action item today. You want to take a paper calendar. Don't spend a ton. I got mine at Walmart for $7, and I'm really proud of that. You can also just print one off and highlight the evenings or the mornings or whenever you're free, the weekends, whatever it is that you're free to do events or parties. Or whatever, however you run your business. We're going to be talking a lot about the power of 5 during this boot camp, and 5 parties a month, or events or girls' nights, whatever you call them. And so you want to just create a time or spaces where you can then easily book when you're ready to sit down and do some booking. Okay, so that's going to be your action item number 2. You do not need to screenshot that and send it to me. I would just really strongly suggest that you do this, okay? All right, and then there's one more thing that I want to talk about as far as getting organized in your business, and that is, how do you keep track of people? How do you keep track of who you've sampled, or who you've talked to about Posh as a business? I want you to think about that, and either, for me, a Google Keep app really works. So it looks like a little orange emblem, and it has like a little light bulb on it, and you can create little lists for yourself. You can say samples that have gone out, or what have you, and just keep that on your phone. That works really well for me. But there's other ways to do it as well. Whatever works for you, just create a system for yourself today if you do not have that already. So those are your 3 action items for today, day 2 of boot camp. The first is probably going to take you the longest, which is a Google Calendar, and you're going to be calendar blocking, so you can then see what spaces you have to run your business. And I will link the video for you to watch. I really hope you take some time to watch that video and take some notes on how to calendar block properly. The goal is not to overstuff your calendar and feel super productive. It's just really about having a professional outlook on your day and what needs to get done, but don't overload yourself, okay? The second action item is to make sure you have a paper calendar that is highlighted with the dates you're available to do events for the month, okay? That's going to come in really handy in a couple days, okay? And the third is going to be some sort of simple system to keep track of who you've sampled or who you have on your mind for potential team members, potential hostesses, etc., okay? I think using the Google Keep app is the best way for me, because when I think about it, I can just pop it in my phone, and we do a lot on our phone, right? When I, if you're more of a, paper pen person, you can try that. But whenever I do that, I just leave it at home and I don't think about it, and it just collects dust. Okay. So that's just my advice, but, good luck. Thanks for following along. If you have questions, reach out to me. Remember to keep in contact with your pod squad, and I want to see a screenshot of your Google calendar blocked. All right. And what spaces do you have open for your business? Okay. We don't have to fill all that in right now. Just see what spaces do you have open for your business in the week and the month. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.